Hello, 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 and welcome to Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips and more. Now, before we get into tonight's topic, let's get some advertisement and business out of the way. Tonight's sponsor is $5 Jewelry Paradise, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now, I'll have the list for her website, her Facebook, and her YouTube channel information listed below. Now, when you go, tell her Stephanie sent you. Now, on tonight's topic, I'm going to go over again. Hello, Denise. Hello, Stephanie, in the chat. Looks like I'm the first one here. Yes, you are. And welcome. I'm glad you came. Now, tonight's topic. Hi, Angela. How are you? Tonight's topic, we're going to talk about balance of the life and YouTube. Now, a lot of us are working on that. I know I am. I do not have mine's balance. Sometimes it be up here. Sometimes it may be close. A lot of times, we all have that issue of balancing YouTube and our life because YouTube can tend to take up a lot of time. And then, life be lifing. And when life is life, and it could be shining 5 minutes and then 2 seconds later, you got a tsunami. Your life is never like you planned. So let's jump into the things that I want to touch bases on tonight about balance and YouTube. Your girl been being creative. I made me some slides to go with tonight's episode. So we're going to talk about 5 easy ways to balance YouTube and life. I'm going to make the screen bigger. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about the 5 steps. So get your tea, some pen and paper, and let's learn something new. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is prioritize. Now, you need to look at what you really want to accomplish. Now, I always tell my sister, you need to put 3 things that you want to plan or do for that day, or to set up your schedule. Now, with me, for an example, with me on faith, I have to set time, because if I don't set a time and stick to it to read the Bible in the morning, or read over a scripture, or read one of the prayers that I have in the book, that prayers to avail much to start my day, then I will drop the ball if I don't sit there and say from 8 to 9, I'm going to do this. I have to do that, because if I don't, I will look at something else and go way to another universe. Now, recording. Now, if you're a YouTuber, now, it can be some days where you just don't have time to record. But if you already plan out your week or plan out what you're going to do, you can do batch filming. And batch filming is where you do maybe 3 or 4 videos in one day. That don't mean you edit them all that one day. It's just that you film them all in one day. Now, if you can keep on the same outfit, or you can do like I do sometimes when I batch film, I have a different shirt and earrings, and I change shirts and earrings and then do the next film. If you're that concerned about people seeing you in the same shirt, dress, or whatever. Excuse me. Now, family, you have to prioritize your family. If you have children at home, you know that all the time recording and doing stuff while they're at home doing schoolwork or running around, or if you have toddlers, time is precious. And you have to make sure you have a schedule where you can get all these things done. Now, planning is step number 2. Now, it says follow the plan and it becomes a habit, meaning that if you plan your day or your week. Now, what I do is, which makes it a little easier, I know that what days in my calendar that I have that I need to do things. Like I plan everything on Google Calendar. And like I put in my father's appointments and my husband's appointments are all in my calendar. And then I put in, if I plan on doing a video this week, if whatever my topic is in my calendar. So that way, when I get up that morning, All right, everything is there, what I'm doing for that week. I'm cooking this for the week. I'm filming this for the week. I'm moving this around. I try to have me a schedule for that week. It makes it so much easier for me because I try to pick 3 things to do a day, 3 to 4 things that I can do to accomplish to get things done. Now, planning out your week will help you keep you on track or to hit your goals. You set times and you plan out your day or your week or your month. And like I said, I use Google Calendar. And Google Calendar is on your phone and it comes with Google if you have Google Calendar, which I do. I use mine for everything. And the key thing is not to over plan. Now, if you like me, sometimes I can put too much on my plate. I can already have my meat, my vegetable, or my starch on my plate, and I'll go put another vegetable, another starch on there. Meaning, I can sit in the day and say, okay, I'm going to film this, I'm going to edit the film, and I'm going to rearrange this. Well, I'll end up doing that plus 5 more things, and then life happens and everything is thrown out of whack. So you need to plan and don't try to put everything in every hour, meaning 9 o'clock I do this, 10 o'clock I do this, 11 o'clock I do that. You will burn yourself out and also you will wear yourself out. You have to space it and give yourself time to breathe. Don't make your schedule so tight where you can't live. Now, step number 3 is sacrifice. You have to learn to say no as well. Now you have choices. You have the choice to do what to do and what to let go in time of a crunch. Now, for instance, if you planned on doing like today I had my live, okay? I was taking down and I finished taking down my Christmas trees and moved all the bins to the garage. And I cleaned the former dining room and me and my niece, and then I set my table for a winter tablescape. Well, I was finna get ready to go and do the kitchen, clean up, mop the kitchen. And I looked up and I seen, oh my goodness, it's Sunday. I have a show today. See, life be life. So I knew that when I seen what time it was, that me going in there and detailing the kitchen, that could wait. I could sacrifice that and wait to do that tomorrow or another day. You have to learn to pick events and things that are okay for you at that moment. Now, sometimes you have to know when to go out, when to have, that prime serious time. You have to know that in the future, if you set something aside, like for instance, you want to go on a trip, but right now you have to save up for that trip. So you make sacrifices here and there to put that money back so you can be able to go on that trip and really enjoy yourself and not worry, I'm spending the rent money or my mortgage or my utility bill to do this. You have to learn how to remember that you won't always have to sacrifice that time. In the future with work, you'll have time to do what you love to do. Everything has a time. Now, step number 4 is seasons. And what season of life are you in? Now, what I mean by seasons is, are you in college still? Do you work? Do you have children at home? What season are you in? Are you retired? Are you a housewife? What are you doing at that time? What is your season? Now, you look at your work for a year. It may help you to spread things out. You don't have to do everything all at once, which you don't. Some people try to rush and do a month's worth of work in a weekend, and you can't do that. You'll burn yourself out. You won't have that chance to relax and enjoy life. Now, if you're working and you have a full-time 40 plus hours a week, you have to plan out your week or your year to know what you're going to do as far as an influencer or a YouTube creator. If you plan out your year, you will be able to handle things better. Now, I do it now for me because I think my husband told me that I have OCD. But what I do is I do a newsletter for my channel. And I already have the newsletter set up for the whole year. Now I have all the extra things I'm going to put in it. Any guests that I'm having in that month, it's already set and ready to go. I've have all my newsletters ready up until I think September. September, I have to do September and the rest of the year. But from January to September, they're already completed. That's just what I do. I get in and I get it done. So that way, when I have other things I want to do, I can enjoy the other things. Like I already have my intro videos ready for all my collaborations so that when that day come, I can concentrate on doing the video instead of worrying about when I got to put it out, doing my advertisement. Everything is already set and ready to go. And that's because I am a housewife. So I don't work. I work at home with YouTube. And so I set my schedule up to go accordingly so I can take up everything that has to go on with my family. Now, if you're in school, you know that you have classes, you have schoolwork to complete, and you know you don't have a lot of time to spend making videos. So you have to set maybe like certain days of the week that you record. Now, you can do it on the Saturday, or if you know that like you're a college student and you know you don't have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, you can plan to do maybe 2 videos, or on Tuesday you do batch filming where you do 4 or 5 videos for the week. And you have those 2 videos for the week and 2 for the following week, and you can get ahead that way. So it's always good to plan and know your season. Now, number 5 is strategy. It's the focus return on the investment. Now, focus is easy to get distracted sometimes. Yes, because I can start doing something or setting up to do a tablescape, for instance, and I have the TV on. Well, I will stop what I'm doing and watch whatever's on TV. It's easy to get distracted. When you have children at home and you're doing a tablescape or you're trying to do something for to record, you know, kids will come up every second, mommy, 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 mommy. You know they'll be coming to ask questions. They want something to eat. And if you're married, you know your husband's going to come home from work. He's going to be hungry. So it's always something that will distract you, but you have to schedule and stay focused to what your time you set up to do things. Now, again, like I said, batch filming. Batch filming can be helpful. I left out that and to some, it may be hard. Now, I have some forms that I have created that are on my website that will help you get all your information set up for videos, everything you need to do. It can be on this form. So that way, when you do batch filming, you have those forms already set up with everything you need to be in a video, everything you need to talk about, everything you want to look at is, excuse me, you take a drink of water. That everything you want to talk about or make a point on is on this form. Now, this form on my website is absolutely free to get this form. And it's very helpful because I use it when I batch film to make sure that I don't forget anything that I want to make sure that's a key point in that video. Now, delegate. Sometimes you need help, and it is so true. You may need to ask someone to help you with editing or help you filming. Now, sometime like today, my niece was here. My niece helped me gather the things I needed to do the tablescape. And so she was happy to help me gather the things that I was doing to set this tablescape up for my winter tablescape. Now, sometimes you have to delegate. Sometimes I can ask my husband to help me, or sometimes if my daughter's here, she'll help me. But a majority of the time, I do all my own editing, and a majority of the time, I do my own filming. Now, if I need him to help me hold something or move something, he will do that. But if you are at the point on your channel where you have somebody that helps you do all that, goody for you, because a day will come where I think I will need that as well. And I will need someone to help me edit or set up for filming or, upload the videos, whichever comes. So I'm looking forward to the day where I have someone that'll be able to help me. Now let's see. What do I have on the side? Let's see who's here. Hello, Melissa. Setting priorities and planning is so important. I can be a little, I can be that way too, Denise. Let's see. I don't know how to. Huh? You know what, Melissa? I had to learn because one year there was all these people doing tablescapes, and I think it may have been 4 years ago, maybe five. I'm not sure, maybe, but everybody was doing a tablescape. Everybody. And I was trying to be nice and do everybody's tablescape. And I looked up one day, Melissa, and I had I have a one of those long folding tables, and I had seven different. What was it? Seven, one, two. It was, yeah, seven different tablescapes, and I had them set there. I had the chargers, the plates, the glasses, the napkins, the napkin rings, the centerpiece, all like here. One, two, three, on this table. And what I was doing was I was filming one video, take it off, next table, until I got all of them done. And my husband said, "You are going to wear yourself out. You need to say no sometimes." Brooklyn girls, yes, you have to learn to say no. Hi, Deborah. Andrea, how you doing, Andrea? Yes, hello, Deborah. Does anyone have any questions they like to ask about balancing life? If anything, you may need a question about how to use a Google Calendar and other things to help you prioritize, and also about batch filming. Oh my goodness. 5 Valentine's Day dessert videos. That's a lot, Melissa. That is a lot. I was looking at some of the challenges that were posted, and I saw that, I said what I was going to do. I'm going to do a tablescape for Valentine's. I always do. And I was thinking about doing the Valentine's Day breakfast for my husband. I've got this, I'm a gadget person, if anybody didn't know that. I have this little machine that makes different shapes of pancakes. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I found a plate in there that makes hearts. So I'm gonna make it has, like, I think it's 4 hearts. So I can put them on the plate and and put sausage and the strawberries and all that good stuff. I'm gonna make a Valentine's Day breakfast for him. So when I get up that morning, it'll be something so I can film that. But I noticed that there were desserts, and I'm not the average Joe baker. I can bake, don't get me wrong, but I try to stick to what I know best. Because baking, I can bake, but I'm not, Betty Crocker. I'm not like my cousin. That girl she can cook, she can bake her tail off. And I have a niece that makes these desserts. And if I live back in my hometown, I would weigh 5,000 pounds because that girl, oh man, her desserts look gorgeous. I just want to taste them. She made a peach cobbler cheesecake. Okay. I wanted to try that, but she's over what, 300 miles away from me. What did you say, Denise? I always make a Valentine's Day breakfast for my husband. I just figured out what I'm making for him. But here's the thing. It's got to, yes, it does. It has to work for you. It can't be something out the pocket. Yes, Deborah, I am not Betty Crocker. I can bake. I haven't made tea cakes in so long. I don't know if I can still make tea cakes. But I'm gonna try to find a way to make tea cakes, but make them diabetic friendly. Because my mother used to make tea cakes, and oh my goodness, I like mine a little crunchy, and some people like their soft. So in between the twist. but I know there are a lot of challenges coming up soon. My vision board challenge is coming up. It'll be on the 11th. I hope to see some of you join in on the vision board. Does anyone have any questions or anything to ask about balancing YouTube? Because I'm looking at my notes. Now, here's the thing about me. I take all these courses and stuff to learn new things about YouTube, and I have my notes in this big old spiral. Well, the other day I was looking at what topics I was going to do for this month and February, and they're in my binder, my folder here. So I have some other topics that I really want to look in. Now, one thing I do want to say that about balancing life and YouTube. She says, "Oh, great, you be doing the vision board. Okay, great. I'll be looking forward to it." Now, something that I think this was Sean Kennel. It says, "Success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing and or learning to do." Now, I like to decorate, and I'm learning new things about cooking for diabetes and a renal diet for my husband. So I'm learning new things, and not so much as using a lot of salt, but I'm using a lot of herbs now, more herbs than I was using before. And I really like the taste of these things. Like I fixed for the first time jerk chicken the other day. But I made, what did she say? Yes. I made jerk chicken, but it was a diabetic jerk chicken. And when I say it was good, oh my goodness, it was wonderful. I love the flavors, the taste, and the seasoning I used was all low salt or no seasoning. You know, no salt in the seasoning. It's mostly herbs. And it was great. So I'm learning new things. And with me learning to balance everything, like if you didn't know, I have 3 channels. So I do this one only on Sundays. And then my main channel, which is Creatively Miss Me Decorating on the Budget, I upload a couple of times a week. And then with the Creatively Miss Me Healthy Tips and More, it's more of a vlog thing where I do workouts, I go walking, and I cook a healthy meal. So that channel is basically that. I'm trying to get myself back in shape, get some tonnage off is what I call it. I did a workout the other day, and when I say it whooped the girl's butt, it whooped me. It had me tired when I finished, but I did it, and I'm glad I did. And this coming up week, I'll have a couple more days to do workouts because I don't think we have any doctor's appointments this week. So I'll be able to do more this week as far as walking. And then I have that new treadmill that my husband got me that's upstairs here. And then my air chair will be up here too. She say, "I love using Mrs. Dash. It's great for cooking." Yes, I have a lot of Mrs. Dash. I love the one that's garlic and herbs. I have so many different seasonings of hers in the drawer. And then I use the low sodium salt. So that's a good thing to look at. I always have that. And like Tony Satchery's, he has one that's no salt. A lot of the Creole seasonings now have some that are no salt. So it makes it easy for people that cannot have sodium that they can use those products. But as I stated, I try to stay focused on those channels and make sure that I follow what I set up to do with those channels. I moved the diabetic stuff and the cooking to the other channel because my main channel is about decor. It's not about cooking. And it wasn't about me giving tips on how to use YouTube and trying to help people learn stuff as I learn it. So that's why the other 2 channels are here, this one and the other one. So it's all about focusing, prioritizing, pick what you want to accomplish. Now, I know what I want to accomplish with this channel. I would love for this channel to grow more. I would like to reach the 500 subscribers. I would like to get my 1,000. And I would love to get, the 4,000 views to be monetized on this channel. I'm close, but I have over 500, I think, and 54 subscribers on this channel. I believe that's what it says. It's 523 subscribers on YouTube Tips and More. But I have not reached my 1,000 watch hours. And my goal is to get this channel monetized. And then once this one is monetized, then I want to prioritize to set the third channel to get it monetized. So I do have my goal set, but it's just about, acting on all of it and keep it going. You have posted anything on your other channel? Because I'm not on my CreativelyMsMe decorating on a budget. I have not. I did a live. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I did a live on there to say why I hadn't been posting, and because my husband's had appointments and everything, that it tells it all on there on the live that I did on decorating on a budget. And Healthy Tips and More, I did do 2 uploads this past week. And today, since what you said, make sure to share this channel in my chat. Okay. So I'm on decorating on a budget. I will be putting out some videos this week because I have to edit. I did 4 this weekend, and I have to edit those and get those out of there. I seen that when I left. Okay, you did. I have, I think 4 I filmed yesterday and today. So I'm going to edit those and have those up this coming week for decorating on a budget. I got to get back into that one. And then on the Healthy Tips and More, I'll be cooking tonight, so I'll film that, and that'll go up tomorrow. That'll go up tomorrow, and then tomorrow when I exercise, it'll go up the next day. So I try to stay ahead of myself on these channels and film something for the day before. So I'm really working on getting everything together. I know I'm going to film because I have to put my family room back together. When you take down Christmas, you have to put your house back together. So the family room, I have to finish that, and the breakfast room. Hey, Tamara. Happy New Year to you too. So that's one thing that I'm doing. I have my topics and any slides that I want to present on this channel are already ready until the end of February. I have my guests for this month. Next week, I have a guest. Looking good. Thank you. Girl, I just got all my Christmas down. Don't let me lie. The 9-foot tree is still up. There's nothing on it, but it's up. My husband said that he'll help me take that down tomorrow because we have to get the tall ladder to get the top part off. It's so heavy to get off. But I have my topics and my guests ready up until, let's see. I'm waiting on 2 people to respond back for this channel, but I have my topics and the stuff ready for them till September. And then for Healthy Tips and More, that's a vlog. It's a daily thing, whatever I do Monday through Friday. And decorating on a budget, that channel, I have some things coming up, I said this week. And then I'm getting things ready because I'm going to redo my office. Well, I'm going to move it around because I don't like the way it is right now. I want to keep myself facing this way, but I want to move the things around in here to make it better for me. So that video will be coming up. Seeing me redo this room. Let's see. She says, Christmas is up and my husband doesn't want to take it down to April. Oh my gosh. All my Christmas stuff is down. I'm decorating my tree for Valentine's. I thought about the tree thing, but they'll just give me more stuff to go buy. Yeah, my husband didn't want me to take the tree down. He wanted me to wait until, because I normally take down my Christmas decorations January 3rd. But he wanted me to wait a little longer. So I waited and I had my niece come over and we did it this weekend. I never leave my Christmas stuff up longer than a week after New Year's. I try to get it down 3 to 5 days after New Year's. I try to get it down and start on, getting ready, at least getting my house back to normal, and then start, pushing, because we have Valentine's and we have, what else? Let me pull up my list, y'all. I want to make sure I get this right. I don't want to sit up here and tell you the wrong thing. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Now, for me and my challenges, what did she say? All the stuff down. Nice day, but I can't wait to take it down, but not yet. I'm on a serious budget this year. Not sure what I'm going. Yes, I know it. I'm on a serious budget. Everything's been going on haywire. Now, I'm going to share this screen with you right quick. Where is it? Okay, on this screen, what I'm showing you is what I have for this month. Now, like I said, the vision board, that's supposed to be the 11th. Vision board. And then on February the 6th, I have the one pot meal. And I do have a host now for the one pot meal, and it's Leona Dooley. She will be my co-host for the one pot meal. Really, Denise? So, and then on the Mardi Gras tablescape in February, see, I have the one pot meal on the 6th. The Mardi Gras tablescape is on the 8th. And I'm waiting for someone to respond back for the invitation to do the Mardi Gras tablescape. And then in March, I have the spring fireplace. And then on the 23rd, on the 19th is the fireplace. The 23rd is the spring tablescape I've been doing for the past 5 years. And in June, on the 20th, I have the summer fireplace. And I have a co-host for that now. The co-host is Marilyn. And then on the 26th, I have the fall fireplace. And my co-host is Amethyst Adventures. And then in December, I have my winter fireplace. And it's Jill Style. So I try to keep my things going so I know what I'm doing for the year. Planning. That's Stephanie. I plan and plan and plan and plan. I even have my flyers ready for everything. I have my flyers ready. I have my cover sheets, flyers for advertisement for Instagram and Facebook or whatever I'm going to put them on. I already have those ready for the year. So planning is what I do. I plan to make sure that I can have these things in order. And then that way, if I see someone else hosting a collaboration that I might want to join in, well, I can, because all my things are already set up for the year already. And I can jump in on someone else's collaboration and, support them, because now I have time. Everything is set up. I'm not rushing and saying, oh, I don't have my newsletters ready for this month. No, I don't have my cover sheets ready. I don't have my guests. All that's taken care of. I'm just waiting on a couple people to respond back so I can put that in the newsletter and move on. I try to plan ahead all the time. I have a planner that I write down the collaborations that I may be interested in. And then if I'm going to do them, I put them in my phone on my Google Calendar. So it'll remind me like a week in advance that this one is due if I haven't done it. So I try to always plan ahead and have myself in order, because if I go by the seat of my pants, I won't get anything done because I'll be overwhelmed and I won't get anything accomplished. So does anyone have any questions? Denise, I read that when you came home from church on New Year's Eve, your husband had the tree down and the ornaments in the boxes. Man, he wasn't playing. He had it done. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about concerning balancing YouTube and life? Planning out your week, your month, or months in advance will help. If you need that form that I was talking about that help you batch film, it'll be listed down below in the description box. I have a link where you can go in and download it and you can use it. It's a free form, guys. And it does help you when you're batch filming to get all your information together so you don't forget anything. So if no one has anything to say, next week, I have a wonderful guest that's going to be on here. And I would love for you guys to be here for my guest for next week. Now, I'm going to share with you her picture and everything. Let me pull it up. She is a wonderful lady. And I follow her on YouTube. And I decided this year that I would ask her to be on my channel because she's such a sweetheart. What did I do with it? Let me go back. She's such a sweetheart. And I love work. I'm looking forward to working with her on this. Let me see if I left it in download. I've been like Denise said, I can be scatterbrained sometimes. Let me see. I know I made it. This cover sheets, creative tips. That's where it is. Topics, yes. Okay, there she is. Okay. I know I seem goofy, but I'm going to share my screen. Now, this is my guest for next week. Her name is Alexandra or Alex, and it's all about Alex is her channel. So if you haven't checked out her channel or heard about her, please go check her out. Let her know I sent you, and be here Sunday to hear us talk. It's the YouTube Spotlight where we're going to talk and get to know someone new. I try to do this because when I started out, there was no one there to help me and give me a pat on the back sometime when you need it. And so I do this so I can give people the opportunity to be seen and other people get their eyes on their channels. Yeah, she's a really nice person. And she does some really nice decorating. And I think that you guys will like her channel when you see it. So if you go over there, let her know when you go there that I sent you there. And I'm going to let you go and quit babbling. And I will see you all next week here on the YouTube Tip Show. And you have a good evening. Bye-bye.